Hey everyone, what is going on? So we are doing another shoutcast, and if you'd like to have your videos shoutcasted, definitely check the Google Forms in the description down below where you can submit your battles. Currently taking Ultra League submissions. So this team is going to consist of Gyarados, Melmetal, and Granbull. So pretty spicy team. I mean, these Pokemon aren't super spicy. I mean, we do see them, especially the Gyarados occasionally. But they're not paired up with other broken Pokemon such as Registeel or Alolan Muk, Swampert, other Pokemon we see all the time. Cresselia nowadays with Moonblast, right? And Gyarados is definitely a good Pokemon. It resists a lot of the meta. Like, for example, Swampert doesn't resist the Sludge Wave, but most Swampert in the Ultra League carry Earthquake and Hydro Cannon. As you can see, this one probably does. It resists Registeel's charge attacks, so it's really good, really powerful. It basically loses quite nicely to Charm Uses. So Charm Uses are going to resist the Crunch and the Dragon Breath, so obviously that's not going to be good. Outrage as well, although I think I would probably run Hydro Pump. I think I did last season when I used it a little bit, but that's just me. So right now the Granbull comes in, and Granbull could probably just Charm down. You know, I see Granbull, I've seen it a few times. I see it sometimes with Snarl, sometimes with Charm. I mean, it depends. But this trainer is running a Charm version. So Melmetal is going for the Rock Slide, which should put an end to that Charizard. Charizard does shield, not wanting to go down. However, another Rock Slide is definitely in the foreseeable future from this Melmetal, right? So Fire Blast coming in from the Charizard. Very interesting. No Blast Burn. Still obviously would have destroyed Melmetal, so obviously you have to shield that. Rock Slide connecting, knocking out the Charizard. In comes Giratina. And so Giratina will get off Charge Attack. Melmetal going to take it. Going to be able to take it, I believe. Even though it's a Shadow Sneak neutral, still able to take it and getting off the Rock Slide. Yeah, I mean, I've seen Melmetal occasionally as well. I think the Steel type that's preferred is generally going to be Registeel in the Ultra League, Melmetal more so in the Master League, but it's still definitely a really good Pokemon. I also noticed he only has one move on that Granbull. That's totally fine. You use it more so for the Charm damage if you're using Charm. If you have Snarl, you definitely need those two moves, though, Close Combat and Crunch. So next up, going to be that Gyarados into Charizard. So definitely favorable for Gyarados. Charizard switching. Here's a Charm user or a Fairy user in general. But this Gardevoir is neutral to Crunch instead of being weak to it because it's also a Psychic type. So going for Crunch is not a bad idea. But then bailing into Melmetal, definitely a good play. Definitely want to get out and be able to resist these Charm attacks. You don't want to take all that damage with Gyarados. Might as well save it. So Melmetal probably shielding. Let's see, it could be a Shadow Ball. Yep, Melmetal's going to shield. It is a Shadow Ball. That I don't know if it would have knocked it out, but it would have done a lot. I mean, even the Charm damage is still adding up. Looks like, oh, okay, Melmetal charging up for a couple Rock Slides and going to use one. I was going to say, is he really going to try to farm down that Gardevoir? Would have been taking a lot from Charm. In comes Charizard, another Rock Slide. So this has to be shielded. I mean, we know how powerful Rock Slide is to Charizard. Charizard does shield it. Can he get to another one? Oh, it's going to be close. Oh, he barely gets to it. So getting off this Rock Slide. Again, definitely it's got to be enough to knock out a Charizard, right? Yep, double strong against Charizard. In comes Metagross. So very interesting to see Metagross in the Ultra League, and the opponent does back out. So that is going to be a good game. And going to be jumping into the next game in just a moment. So here we go. The next game, again, Gyarados lead. As I said, I used Gyarados a couple of games in Season 1, and I really liked it for the Ultra League, so I might actually start using it again. So here we see a Gyarados versus an Empoleon. Okay, we'll have to see how this matchup plays out. Empoleon is resisting the Dragon Breath. Gyarados resists the Waterfall and Hydro Cannon, but Gyarados is squishy, especially in lower leagues, although it's squishy all around. So Hydro Cannon still adding up. But I guess you can go for a Crunch, and this will do a lot of damage to the Empoleon. So going for that Crunch, and okay, doing a lot. One more Crunch should be enough to finish it off. Able to get to it. Now the Empoleon will probably shield. If he doesn't, he's going to be going down. And he does shield, so wanting to win the switch advantage. So Empoleon going to go for the Hydro Cannon. Could have probably, well, it would have been risky to farm down if you're the Empoleon, I guess, because you would have been taking a lot of damage as well. So in comes Melmetal. So Melmetal, again, taking a lot of damage. Probably just going to farm down with Thunder Shock. Going to shield this Hydro Cannon. not wanting to take it. Melmetal squishy, right? So going to be able to farm down the Empoleon with Thunder Shock. It has loaded energy, enough for back-to-back Rock Slides. Going to go for a Rock Slide right now, wanting to get off this damage against Armored Mewtwo, although Armored Mewtwo can easily take them. But again, I mean, it's better than nothing, right? You might as well get off some damage, and then you could bring in one Pokemon in the back, probably the Granbull. Oh, the Granbull. Okay, the Gyarados, I guess, is not left anymore. So switching in Togekiss. Okay, definitely not a good situation because this Togekiss is going to be able to feint this Granbull. You could definitely shield this Crunch. I mean, even though it's resisted by Togekiss, it would still do a lot. So Togekiss does shield it and then feints down the Granbull. And in comes Melmetal. It's going to be... I don't know. Can he pull this one off? Wow, I thought for sure he was going to lose this, but this Melmetal still has a decent amount of health. In comes Armored Mewtwo. Going to have to shield this. I don't think he could get to 2 Rock Slides, and you're going to need 2 Rock Slides to knock out Armored Mewtwo. There's no way, right? I mean, one Rock Slide should not be enough to knock it out, I don't think. Unless if I'm wrong, it is not. Can Thundershock finish it off? Oh, man. It's so close, man. So close. That's all right. So Psy Strike is going to be able to finish off that. No, it's not! Holy cow, it's not able to knock out Melmetal, and Melmetal actually does win it. Wow, I thought he was going to lose it. At first I thought he was going to win, then I thought he was going to lose, and he wins. Wow, that was a good match, man. I really enjoyed that one. Definitely enjoyed it. So we're going to jump into the next game. So it's going to be the Gyarados versus a Giratina. Okay, we'll have to see how this plays out. Giratina going to be weak to Dragon Breath, so as well as Crunch and Outrage if you go that route, but you probably just go straight Crunch. But Gyarados should win this matchup. Dragon Claw going to be neutral and going to be able to get to this Crunch. We'll have to see, does Gyarados protect itself or does it take this attack? Going to be doing super effective damage. Going to be doing a lot of damage. So Gyarados can just farm down at this range. You could let this go. Let's see. Yep, he's going to let it go and then just farm down with Dragon Breath. So ultimately going to be ending up winning that matchup. And in comes Empoleon. Okay, another Empoleon. Gyarados going for the Crunch right now. So this Crunch is going to do a good amount of damage, but Empoleon shields. So in comes Melmetal. Okay, switching out. I would have let the Gyarados go down just because I wouldn't have wanted to be locked in. But that obviously makes a lot of sense as well. Now, will this be shielded? It is shielded, so nice bait. And going for the superpower now, so definitely a really fantastic bait on Melmetal's end. So that superpower not going to be enough at this point. Yeah, you could just shield and farm down with Thundershock against this Empoleon, right? That's exactly what you do. So going to be a Blizzard, actually. Should have been enough. I would have been enough to knock out the Melmetal, I believe. In comes Togekiss. So again, super effective Rock Slide. Its attack was debuffed, so it's not going to do as much as it normally would, but it still does a lot of damage. So switching into this Granbull, this is definitely a good game. Granbull's going to be able to charm all the way down and take that one. So really well played. All these games. I mean, this train is currently ranked 7, which is a high rank. So yeah, I mean, definitely fantastic games, and I like seeing the meta in rank 7 and 8 compared to like rank 9. It's a little bit different in rank 7, but you still see a lot of similar Pokemon as well. So it's going to be Gyarados versus Scizor. So Scizor, another common Pokemon I see quite a bit. Gyarados is resisting Bullet Punch, but it's not going to be resisting Night Slash, so Night Slash should still do a decent amount. It could also get its attack buffed. We'll have to see. Nope. So looks like this Gyarados is going for the Crunch, building up to an Outrage or possibly a Hydro Pump. So that Crunch is going to be shielded. So nice in order to catch that. Switching in to catch the Charge Attack with Melmetal. Going to be Night Slash. Scizor switches out into Charizard. That's probably why I wouldn't have switched. I wouldn't have gotten switch locked. I would have stayed in with Gyarados because that wasn't a bad matchup anyway. Even if you lose the matchup, at least you've got a couple shields. However, this Charizard now is locked in against Melmetal, and we know that Melmetal has Rock Slide. So that actually wasn't a bad switch because they switched into Charizard. So having this Melmetal against the Charizard is actually not bad considering your opponent is out of shields, right? So that was actually a pretty good play. I'm just saying, I don't think I would have done that, but that's still a pretty good play, being that they had Charizard in the back, if that makes sense. And they were down a shield at that point. So Melmetal is going for Superpower. So Superpower, I believe, is neutral. Still doing a lot of damage, as squishy as Scizor is, and then fainting down with Dragon Breath. And in comes the final Pokemon, going to be a Venusaur. You could go Outrage at this point. Does Outrage knock out? Let's find out. It does not, but it does a tremendous amount of damage. And it looks like this Venusaur going to go for the Frenzy Play. Definitely going to pick up the knockout on Gyarados, no doubt about it. So it does knock it out. And in comes Granbull. Granbull could just finish this. Oh, is this a Sludge Bomb? Wait just a moment. It is a Sludge Bomb. That actually knocks out Granbull, and then that was actually a super close game. Melmetal does finish it off because of how weak Venusaur was, but it was still a close game. So well played, able to go. That was a 5-0, wasn't it? Yeah, it looks like it was a 5-0. Picking up a Shieldon as well, so that's not bad. Always nice to get more candy for Bash Shieldon. And yeah, so that's today's video. Tomorrow we'll be looking at Galarian Stunfisk in the Ultra League, so that should be exciting. And I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you all have a great day. Bye. Thank you so much for checking out my latest video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter. If you like this video, check out one of my other videos that you'll probably enjoy.